Okay, we are back with our last part of gaming episode 13S, and thank you everybody for coming out for this one. Once again, their links will be in the description below. Subscribe to them. Hold up, Fresh, what you said?
I said, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Oh, Shuhei, since you're here, dude, why wasn't you at the PlayStation experience? What happened?
Well, I have to say this. Well, my wife, she begged me to go on vacation since the LA this year, and I had to tell her, I got to go to E3 to cancel Last Guardian. Sorry.
Oh, no good. Let me say this: if they canceled Last Guardian on stage, I think everybody would have said boo.
Yeah, that would have been sad. They would have.
They could have showed. They could have showed The Last of Us 10, and they would have delayed The Last Guardian. It would have been over.
Oh,
man.
Let me say this thing. Oh, look. Naughty Dog not being there made sense. They just released Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Let them dudes rest. But this is, if y'all didn't know, the PlayStation versus Xbox, Microsoft versus Sony talk. Out the gate, we wanna place out. These are our opinions, so don't chase these guys on their social medias of choice and say you guys no good. Don't give us no Sean Murray death threats.
Oh no, you can chase me, bro.
You can chase me. I don't mind you coming on my page and say what you need to say. I'm just gonna challenge.
Oh well, direct all your hate mail at lifespill.
UNCLEAR.
They're sitting on their porches with shotguns. All right. Anyway, look, guys, this is the versus mode. Out the gate, Xbox showed Xbox new hardware, Xbox One Slim, and I think that made everybody say, "I'm gonna get an Xbox this year." When we saw that, we said that, right?
Yeah, 300. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trade mine and get the Slim.
Yeah, and then they ended it with Scorpio and made us say, "Never mind." There was a lot of Microsoft shooting themselves in the foot, not to a point where they can't recover. Because look, if you're an Xbox gamer, if you're a hardcore Xbox gamer, like I said on the Xbox part, you're like Crap Gamer, right? And I'm saying his name. He getting that free publicity anyway. He's like, he tweeted out Phil like, "Hey man, why we gotta pay to play games online and they don't? They get our games and we don't get their benefits." So yeah, I think at the end of the day, Microsoft had a solid conference. Sea of Thieves was looking great. Crackdown 2 is delayed to 2017. I was actually that could have been a seller for Xbox One Slim for me this year. But guys, overall, Sony versus Microsoft. Let's just get the elephant out the room. Fresh, just say your company. Then we're gonna move the Pixel. And then we're gonna move the Life Spill, and then we're gonna get our shotguns cocked. Okay. Fresh, who won E3?
Sony did.
Who said that?
Fresh. Sony won.
Okay, yeah, you gotta say it loud so everyone can know who said it, so they won't start shooting at the wrong dude. All right, Pixel, who won?
Team Sony for life.
Oh,
For life. For life.
Spills.
Man, you already know what it is. It was Sony. They shut it down last night.
Okay.
And look, and what's really bad is that Microsoft had all day to roast it. And they thought they had it sold up, and then they watched Sony conference. If they had one of them memes, it'd be like, dang.
We don't effed up.
Yeah, they was like, doggone, we should have did that, and they, yeah.
Listen.
It was too consistent. That was the thing that.
No, I know when Crash showed that, it was like, don't worry, we gonna get. Hey, I want to get y'all's opinion on this. Now, you notice the guy said Crash is gonna be on PlayStation first for Skylanders, right?
Yeah.
That means it's gonna be on Xbox. I will freaking destroy Activision. If they break Crash any type of way to Xbox, I'll be done.
What they put Crash on Xbox is over.
Yeah, even if it's Skylanders, I don't care what it is. Just don't do it. It's like that's a slap in the face, bro.
That is. But let me say this, y'all. Because everyone here picked PlayStation. Because of all the games announced at Sony's press conference are basically still in development, and the only thing that came out of that conference from them, and Fresh already told us, like, PlayStation doesn't need games, but look, you can't win them all. The fact that Xbox had
Here we go.
Xbox had more games coming out 2016 than Sony does right now. Now, look, granted, Sea of Thieves might be trash.
Same thing last year.
Sea of Thieves might be trash. We Happy Few might be trash. Dead Rising 4 coming out this holiday might be trash. Halo Wars coming out next year in the beta. All that stuff might be trash, but at the end of the day, I told Fresh this a long time ago. E3 is supposed to be about games coming out this year, not games coming out in 2020 when Jesus come back. I'm just like, at the end of the day, Microsoft wins it for me.
Exclusives?
And I'm not saying Jesus come back in 2020. He could come back tomorrow. Be ready. But anyway, look, I just have to say that because Microsoft, in a way,
Oh man, hold on.
it won because of that. That's what.
No. So you saying, okay, all those exclusives that PlayStation have right now, all those games we can play, go and buy. There's some exclusives that I don't even have right now that PlayStation put out. So you mean to tell me? Come on now, seriously.
No.
Look, we got games that you could buy right now. Why do they need to come out with way more exclusives this year? Why?
Hold on. I need to say this too, bro. I know you said that Microsoft got more games coming out this year, but none of them are exclusive. They're coming to PC and Xbox. You gotta think about it. Let me know what exclusive that's coming out for just Xbox.
Like you guys said earlier. People are gonna buy a console over PC because they don't want to deal with
You're right.
monotony.
But for me, dude, honestly, I can give money on my Xbox. I got a PC that can run every fucking game. Only thing my problem is, I wish that every game was on Steam instead of Windows 10.
Yeah.
It's my only problem.
Yeah, that would.
It's on Steam.
I would have done it. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I sell my Xbox. If they put all the games on Steam, I'll sell my Xbox. There's no reason to have it.
Bro, I would have got Steam if they did that.
Look, if you have a PC, yes, you don't need to buy an Xbox One. But if you're a console gamer, which I truly believe there's more console gamers. Like if you were to combine Xbox 360, Wii, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, if you would combine everybody who plays those games versus PC, I'm convinced that PC numbers are less than Xbox, and there's more gamers on the consoles because it's just simpler. There's more people using cell phones than landline phones. Why I say that is because consoles, and I said this a long time ago. I might get teased on or messed up on or whatever. They can hate me if they want, but consoles are the next evolution of PCs. Why I say that is because it's going because cell phones were the evolution from landlines, and I guess you could say evolution means something more user friendly, something that's more effective, and I think consoles is that, and I think at the end of the day, Scorpio is going to be consoles gamers' entry into 4K gaming. We don't know if PS4 Neo will do 4K gaming. We just know that.
Yeah, but no, listen. 4K gaming could be anything. It could be just like you're going to have 4K on your gaming console, such as Netflix and stuff like that. I don't think games are going to be running at 4K.
No, Microsoft said it. Microsoft said games are going to be in 4K. They did.
He didn't say games are going to be running at 4K.
Yes, they did.
He did. Like the Slim is going to not play 4K games. It's going to have 4K video.
Look. At the end of the day, Microsoft's
not at the price point that y'all gonna want it at, but it's gonna
let me say this. If you can't even get the 1080p 60 frames, how you gonna jump to that to 4K? You can't even get 1080p on a console on Xbox One you have now. That's why
That's why the console is gonna be so expensive, bro. The console
it's gonna be expensive.
It's probably gonna be $600.
It's gonna at least be $800.
800? I think 600.
Why would you announce the console?
$800, $700.
Boy, I think it's gonna be 600.
They wanted to get you hyped.
It ain't gonna be no less than $700.
Like, let me say it about Sony. The reason why you don't see No Man's Sky, nothing like that, they still got things like that. They have backup things they can still show. Microsoft threw all their cards out. It's over.
At the end of the day,
there's nothing else. At
the end of the day, Sony wins. Sony wins.
How much are these 4K games gonna cost though?
They probably still 60.
Oh yeah.
They say it was supposed to be
65.
Well, the way they explained it when they talked about it. Well, the way they explained it, they said, and I'm not talking about last night. I'm just talking about the things that I read basically over the time is that these developers are supposed to make games compatible with 1080p or 4K. So it's just still supposed to be the same disc. But basically, because it's just like with our PlayStation right now, you can change the resolution on these games according to the TV.
You gotta think about though, like it's not gonna be hard for the developers to do that because they already do it on PC. They already do it on PC.
Right, because you can update. You're right. You can change it. You can change the resolution on your PC game. You can go down 1080p, 720, or you can go higher than that. Because I max it out as much as I can on my PC.
Yeah, I think 8K is coming around the corner. So just think about it. We're gonna hit 4K gaming, and they're gonna have 8K TVs.
Yeah, but Phil Spencer said we trying to keep up with PC. That's what
they can't. They can't keep up. As soon as consoles hit 4K, I bet money on this. PC game is gonna hit 8K.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this, man. Technology is moving so fast every day, all year long. Microsoft doesn't want to be left behind as far as a console because they didn't say it's going to be the strongest gaming platform. They said it's going to be the strongest console. They're looking at Nintendo and Sony. Now, mentioning Nintendo.
They're not looking at Nintendo.
Let me say this about Nintendo. Me and Fresh was looking at the rumors of Nintendo, talking about everything going to be 900p 60, and we said we'll be good with that. And now Microsoft is saying their console is going to be 4K 30 or if not 4K 60. I doubt it's going to be 4K 60 because beefy PCs now can't even do 4K 60. Steady.
I have 4K games running at 30 frames or like 20.
No, I can definitely see them using that power to do 1080p 60 easy. But all I'm saying is at the end of the day, Microsoft's conference was all about games this year and beyond, with Sony's conference talking about dreams. Like, I'm sorry, that conference made us all backflip.
Okay, but can you at least agree on this? Every dream that they fed us, it always delivered.
Well, look, okay, they fed us Uncharted 4. It did delay.
They showed last year that didn't come out this year. Some of them games came out this year.
Look, when they talked about The Last Guardian, you know what I mean? All those years ago, everyone got hyped, and then 10 years later, we're finally getting it. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want dreams. I want like Bethesda did, announce a game when it's done and then release it when it's ready. Like, like we talked about this. We don't want these developers.
E3 is all about showcasing, man.
No, like, E3 is about this year.
They have that to do that. E3 is the big year when you release the big titles. Like, you announce big titles. Like, I would say PlayStation Experience at Gamescom for games like, what's coming out this year. Or in
Why
the next,
would they announce what game's coming out this year in December? You get what I mean?
Let me say this. Like, Resident Evil 7 they announced. That's not coming out this year. That's basically coming out this year. We already at the 6-month mark. That's coming out January. We already gonna be getting games in the beginning of 2017.
Y'all watch BG, right?
Back to back next year.
Y'all watch BG?
Yeah, kinda.
You know how BG make perfect sense. I agree. I mean, the game, man, is smart. Don't get me wrong. But February is the best time to release games. Like, he made perfect sense saying that. Like Horizon come out in February. It makes it so much.
Be end of the year, but that
it's so many games. You got your Assassin's Creed, your Call of Duty.
Look,
smart.
Look, Sony doesn't need to release No Man. They don't need these games. They already winning based off of the fact of mind share. Like, seriously, when last year Xbox was giving out, Tomb Raider, Halo 5, Sony was still winning because Sony won this generation's mind share. Sony has won this generation by that alone. They don't need to release games, like Fresh said earlier. They don't even need to talk about anything, really. They could have just said, Last Guardian, out October, see you guys at home. Like, end of the show. We would have been disappointed. Like, we drove out here, we waited this long. But seriously, Sony doesn't need to do nothing.
But I'm just going to be real, though. Man. Honestly, just because of that Spider-Man exclusive, I think even if they, like, look,
that's coming out this year. At least I'd say it's coming out this year. I'd say this year.
I think all those games Sony announced that didn't have a date are coming out 2018. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
bro, honestly, it's so many games coming out that I need to know what's going to happen next year now because it's giving me time to save up all that, bro. There's so many games coming out. Mafia 3, I'm getting. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think about it like that.
Coming out this year. Think about
Battlefield coming out.
VR this year. VR is coming out this year, so they announced more. So, you know what I'm saying, giving the consumers the reason to buy it. So, listen, even though they might not have Days Gone coming out this year, they still announced some things that are coming this year that's available this year and next year. They have tons of content. 50 games, over 50 games coming out. VR.
You gotta think about this too. Like, you got, not only do you have to worry about exclusive, you gotta worry about third party. I know you getting Destiny. Come on, like,
yeah. Well,
I know you get the Last Guardian. I know you probably gonna get Watch Dogs too.
Like I said, Sony don't need to announce anything really. They already winning by mindshare alone. But in a nutshell, Xbox conference was about trying to sell you their console. Sony's conference was about.
They want money.
No, let me say this. Sony's conference was about. You don't want to leave PlayStation if you're here. And if you aren't on PlayStation, you're going to want to be with us in the future. That's what their conference was about. And if you was a guy who didn't have
like
Xbox...
I told before the conference started, I said this is going to be the conference, the reason why we picked the right console. We picked the right console.
Yes, and I agree with you 100-fold. But if you're a dude without a PS4 or Xbox One right now, and you got the dollar, you go and you watch these conferences, and then you go to the store to buy one of these consoles, which one you think they're gonna buy?
PS4, because every one of their friends got it. It ain't about the games. It
ain't even about mindshare either.
I think after seeing these, if you was a guy who didn't have Xbox or PS4 and wasn't a fan of neither, you literally just came out the womb and you saw these conferences and you're, let's just, of course this isn't possible, but the baby grew up right then and there and he see these conferences, he gonna be like, wow, Sony, those games killing what Xbox showed. When they coming out? They're coming out 2018. Okay, I'll buy a PlayStation 2018 or the end of 2017. What about these games on Xbox? Oh, these coming out this year. Oh, okay, I'll buy an Xbox first.
You're like PlayStation don't have exclusives.
Hold on.
I'm talking about E3. See, that's what I don't think.
You just said Xbox coming out games now, and then I'm the same person be like, hey, but the Scorpio comes out next year.
Well, okay.
Let
me say this. If you say, but the Scorpio comes out next year, and he like, but I want to play these games. I want to play something right now. And of course, like Fresh said, you can play Uncharted right now, or you can play. Exactly. You can play. What else exclusives on PlayStation right now that you can play that?
Oh, Bloodborne, Order 1886.
Okay. All right, let's be realistic.
The Last of Us, come on now. You have a game like Days Gone. That's The Last of Us. You have a game like that.
If you show somebody E3, they'll be like, all right, these games come out. They be like, but
I'm talking solely off E3.
Be like, but you haven't played Uncharted yet. Like I'm talking about old games.
Yes.
Look, y'all selling him on stuff that's not E3 related. You feel what I mean? I'm talking about solely on E3.
I understand,
solely on E3.
About the overall consumer on buying the PS4. That's what you're saying. So I'm hitting you with this.
So you gonna tell me this man gonna buy Xbox and just wait for those games to come out this year, or he gonna get a PlayStation 4 and play all the good games already out, and then go get his Xbox when those games are released?
No, he's gonna buy an Xbox One Slim and enjoy 4K streaming video as well as enjoy Halo 5, Quantum Break, and all those other games.
You said new games. Can't go back.
No, I'm talking about what he's gonna buy out for those conferences. He's gonna look, I'm telling you, people are gonna look at that conference, they're gonna say, what the heck is a dog bird? Oh, God of War looked cool, Days Gone looked cool, Spider-Man PS4, heck yeah, where's my money, Sony, where's my money? And they're like, oh, those games come out 20.
I'm gonna tell you where it's gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna get a PS4 now, so I can get ready for that VR. So I'm gonna get a couple games that I seen here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me he gonna buy a PS4 and a PSVR? That's like $800.
You talking about coming out the womb? That's a child. So you know what the child gonna say? Oh, Spider-Man coming out for PS4. I want a PS4. I'm done.
Fresh. He gonna say when that Spider-Man comes out, and they gonna say 2018, and he gonna say I'll get it later then.
They're like, but you can play the Amazing Spider-Man right now.
You can play the Amazing Spider-Man on Xbox also. Like I said, out of the E3,
play the first Spider-Man game, then the new one come out.
Look.
Spider-Man's out again, but only on PlayStation.
Breaking up all shit.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, out of these E3 conferences,
demos, man. At the end of the day, you playing Star Wars demo.
I think Raw is a low-key Xbox fan, y'all.
No, listen. I know what he doing because he did this last year. Listen, Raw. I know you want Xbox to do good. This was their best conference ever. Like Microsoft did very good, and I do understand why Raw is on their side a little bit more. I do understand that because of the fact that No. And another thing, we gotta have one person that's on the other side. Argue about this. And another thing, like let's be real. They showed things that was unexpected with the price drop. They did very good, so I understand why. But Sony, they did everything. It's like we asked them to do something. Like Sony did that. They didn't show anything like else born. It's like, yo, Sony, we always want to see is games. They did exactly what we wanted to do as fans.
All right, look, I can agree with Raw, but it just something about that Scorpio put a bad taste in my mouth. It's like, yo, you showed me all this, and then you want I feel so stupid.
I think they should have ended that conference off with Left 4 Dead 3. If they would have did that, I was done.
Let me say this because like I said before, Xbox conference made me walk away like, ooh, man, I want to get an Xbox One. Even with the Scorpio announcement, I said those exact words in that conference, right? And on PS4's conference, it said, I came out all hyped about the announcements, but that's all they were, announcements, right? Like, those games, like I said, could be coming out in 2018. Those games, Sony conference said, you don't want to leave us. We got stuff coming that you going to blow your mind. Like, if this was 2018 right now, and all these games was coming out back, all throughout the year, because that's when I think these games are coming out. You know what I mean?
I got you a question with Microsoft though, since you saying this. I'm sorry to cut you up.
Go ahead.
But some of these games, exclusive games, coming out from Microsoft. We got more time. Some of them games might be delayed.
You're right. Some of those games might actually be trash.
But what game? All right. What games on Xbox is coming out right now?
What exclusives?
What exclusive? Not PC and Xbox exclusive.
Like I told you in the beginning, they barely have exclusives. Like, it's all sharing with PC. If you're an Xbox fan, to be honest, you might actually be a little bit angry that...
I'm mad I got an Xbox. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo! Let me say this. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, what made... Like, E3... In my head, y'all have a different opinion on what E3 should be. My opinion on what... Let's go across the table.
That's a valid point. That's a very valid point. Because I think... I always tell people this when I'm having discussions about anything at all, is that just like you're saying, with E3, everybody goes in different.
Right.
When I go in, I'm expecting to be wowed.
Okay.
And I'm looking at your presentation. And when I look at the presentation... They both gave a solid presentation, but Sony's presentation was better.
I agree.
It's because of the deliverance. I mean,
the orchestra thing,
with an orchestra thing, they were in a darn place where you would hold down an opera thing. So they spun it in a different way. They kept it short. They kept all the crap out as far as like long discussions, fake little monologues where they talking to each other, having dialogue, and it's not funny. They cut all that out. They kept it short. They kept it to the game.
Yeah, they could at least show Vita. They could at least show something.
No.
Vita never did.
I'm a Vita owner, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I know they're not gonna do that. They secretly holding on to Vita, but they know the sales.
I think Japan is keeping
all PS1, all PS2 games are now played on Vita. That's all they gotta say.
Oh,
like
that would be nice.
I agree with you, Spill. Like they came out talking for like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and they left. Here's another game.
Add up all the time that they actually talk to us. It's probably under 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think Sony had better pacing than Microsoft.
Yeah, it was consistent. It was very consistent, just like the rhythm to the beat of a song. It was very consistent. You were like following along, and what they did was they knew when to drop everything. Like even the trailers. They knew how to build up the suspense to where it was like everybody was guessing different things when they were watching trailers.
Yes,
like,
exactly. Especially God of War.
Yeah, we were still, because of how it came out, we're like, that ain't even how it normally looks. What in the world? All
right, let's be honest though. They all came out like they was WWE superstars though. You saw, Kojima. Like, bro, that intro was hot. That intro was hot.
Hold up, he walked too fast though. He should have walked slower.
I know. He didn't let the lights. Michael Jackson lights light up.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, man, like Michael Jackson.
I thought he didn't speak English.
Me too, because they always had it translated. Yeah,
he worked on that line for a month or so. He was like that. Yeah,
see that, man? Look, that's what I'm talking about. They working with people like Kojima. That one thing right there just killed everybody's conference just because of him. You understand, man?
He was like the Michael Jackson that came in?
Been in the the game way before Xbox. They know what the deal is. It's over.
Okay, let me just say this. E3, if we're going in there just to be wild and all, like Spill said, Sony won as far as being awe and being just immersed in every second of it. And like I could watch the Sony press conference like 5 more times and not get bored. You know, it was paced that well. You know, like seriously, Sony wins on that front. But I'm just like when I think about E3, I think about, and this is just me. When I go into E3, I want them to talk about games now that's coming out, or games they have already, maybe a new update coming to. I want E3 to be about games that, like, sell me your console today, not sell me my. Don't sell me your console.
Listen. At least on them games they showed, them exclusives they showed, they had a release date. Like Horizon got a release date, Resident Evil 7 got a release date. Come on now.
Yeah, but like I said, those release dates can be pushed back.
I need to know what games Xbox showed at E3 that's coming out today, like coming out this year, because I'll buy all of them.
I told you already.
Somebody said Recore was delayed to 2017.
Yeah, they said that too. And I also heard that Recore is $40. But look, we can read into that. But anyway, look. That's just me. And PlayStation Experience is where I want to be. The awe and like dreams come true. I want that event. You know, it's the fans, PlayStation fans.
I mean, PlayStation wins because I'm pretty sure we all had PS1s. Like, we grew up with PlayStation, so they kind of win regardless. But
they win regardless.
I didn't really have a PlayStation 1.
I didn't have a PlayStation 1.
Yeah, it don't matter if you had a PlayStation 1
you
or
had a
not.
PS2? You had a PS2?
I had 2, 3, and 4, yes.
Okay, then you still good.
I had 4, and 4.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
You ain't really missing nothing for Crash.
But it's just, yeah, you know, that's the thing. I think another thing, too, about Sony is that they listen to what the gamers want.
Yeah.
And they fought for it, too, bro. Like, oh, go ahead.
They listen.
No,
They did.
I can imagine how hard it was to get Crash to come back. Like, I can imagine that.
Activision is real.
And to be honest, I think Sony earned this E3 to just be a Dreams 2 or an announcement only kind of game. Experience. Like, I think they earned it because, like Fresh said earlier, they don't really need to announce anything. Like, we have third-party games, Call of Duty, Battlefield 1. What's another third-party game y'all excited? Destiny. What's another third-party game y'all excited about this year? Watch Dogs 2.
Don't what's they come out this year? Wildlands.
Come out this year.
Wildlands, yeah.
Wildlands come out March 7th next year.
That's tough. They always doing that March crap.
Oh, hey man, that's my birthday month, man.
I know, but Ubisoft March. I bet you Watch Dogs come out in March.
No, Guerrilla Games is the same way. Guerrilla Games, Horizon come out the 28th of February.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be that. That ain't gonna be that long though. I can wait for that.
I can wait for it too. But at the end of the day, we are past the 15th marker. I just want to tell the viewers, let us know who you think won out of PlayStation and Xbox, Sony and Microsoft. Let us know.
Nintendo won.
Nintendo won.
They
Nintendo go today.
Well,
it's already been on. Yeah, it's already been on.
Well, stay subscribed, stay tuned. We're definitely going to be covering E3 all this week, and my boys' links will be in the description as well as in the annotation. We're going to do our sign-offs now. Fresh, say bye to the people.
It's your boy PrinceThaGamer signing out. Subscribe to my channel, and everyone, I am so sorry I couldn't make it to the conference. I will be there during E3 week talking about some games. And I love you guys. Thank you for being a PlayStation customer. And I will be there next year showing The Last of Us 2. Thank you.
Man, no good, Shuhei. Go home. All right. Pixel, go ahead.
Sony wins always.
Oh!
PlayStation for life. I'm looking at the Nintendo E3. They showing Pokemon. I'm at the leave. But, you know, the best game of all time. If anybody want to challenge me in the game, let me know. I beat Prince in Uncharted. Let everybody know that.
Yeah, all right. I got the video.
Yoshida liked my tweet like a year ago near Christmas, so I'm still the best. He my homie. See you later. Yoshida, bring out The Last of Us 2. I'm done.
Oh, Last of Us 2. Okay, Life, a.k.a. Life Spills. Hell up, do you say 97 at the end of your name?
79, but you can call me Life Spiller. It's better.
All right, Spiller.
About Life Spiller.
Spiller.
People remember that.
Yeah, people remember that. But Spiller, say bye to the people.
All right, man. It's been real. It's definitely been real. But yeah, be sure to check out my channel. It's Life Spiller 79. Like I said before, I talk about retro all the way up to the current gen. I do a little bit of that vlog stuff as well. I like to keep it real, so there's gonna be things that you're gonna hear you might not want to hear, but hey, if you come to my channel, let's just talk about it.
Let's do it. That's awesome.
I want to give a shout out to Raw real quick for telling me to do vlogs. I tried it. It was kind of hard doing it every day, so I slowed off a little bit, but I'll bring it back.
Hey, vlogs are good, letting people know what's happening in your life. But look, thank you guys. If you
I appreciate Life Spiller coming in. If I ever go follow him,
Thanks,
it was good having you. It was good.
Oh yeah. Y'all got
Nice
a little.
conversation.
Cool, man.
I'm thankful for all you guys that attended, and I'm thankful for you, the viewers, who are here watching. Drop a like and support, as well as, like I said, subscribe to my boys' channels. This has been episode 13S. Like I said, I can't say thank you enough, but that's all she wrote. This has been Raw, coming at you raw. Pieces.
They shouldn't have showed Scorpio, because now, first time when I seen the Xbox Slim, I wanted to get an Xbox One this year. Now I probably gotta wait till next Christmas to play State of Decay 2 and Xbox Scorpio. I don't even want an Xbox One this year.
All right, guys. The moment you all been waiting for. I'm just kidding. This is not biased to Sony, okay? We're gonna judge both of these consoles hard. All right?
I'm straight biased.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm joking.